Dr. Carmen Lemoine, and I'm the assistant professor of flute at Wichita State University. I've been asked to make a video about some practice tips for you. Because if you're anything like me, right now you're having a really hard time focusing on practice. Like right now, my mind just feels like it's all over the place. It's really hard to sit down or even just come into my practice room and focus on one thing to do. So I'm here to help you with that. And what I did is I made a little worksheet for your practice. It's called a BiDaily practice schedule. And I was inspired by an experience I had quite a few years ago when I got into a car accident and I broke my pelvis. I had to go through physical therapy. And every day I had all these exercises to do at the gym in order to rehab my muscles and my bones. And it got to be so much. I went to my physical therapist and I said to her, I can't do all of these every day. And so she gave me basically something like this, where on one day I did X, Y, and Z exercises, and then the next day I did a different set of exercises, and then I alternated. And so I was inspired by that to make a flute practice schedule like that. And so on day one, on each day I have the same categories. So the first one is tone work, then scales, articulation, dynamics, there's space for just for whatever you need, and then etudes and repertoire, so that would be your band music or your solo music. And the same thing on day two. So you fill in which exercises you want to do to fills in these categories, and they can be the same each day if you want, or they can do something different so that you're not just stuck doing the same exercise over and over again and you're getting tired and then the focus is lost and there it goes. So for instance, today I did some whistle tones for my tone work. I did my minor scales and some chromatic scale work. I worked on my double tonguing. I worked on my diminuendos for my dynamics, and I haven't gotten to vibrato or my music yet. And so tomorrow I have a different set, except I'm keeping my minor scales in the same chromatic scale exercise that I did today. The other thing to remember at this time or any time is that you do not have to do all of your practice in one go. In fact, they really recommend that you break it up. And so also on the worksheet, I have a column for how many minutes you want to spend on each section. And so let's say you want to spend 30 minutes on scales. Well, you can do the 30 minutes and then stop, go do something else, and then come back and pick up. And that's okay. And if you want, you can also just take your phone or a timer, put the phone on silent so you're not distracted, and set a timer on the phone, and then when the timer goes off, no matter where you are in the exercise, move on. So that way you stay on top of things and you have somewhat of a regimen. Okay, so I'm excited to do that. I have a black and white version, and I also made a color version. But if you don't have a printer, that's totally cool too. I didn't have one until just a couple of years ago. You can take a look at the worksheets and just make your own in a notebook or on a piece of paper. So I will post those on my website, carmenlemoine.com. Now, if you have any questions or comments about these, please let me know in the comment section below, or you can contact me at carmen.lemoine@wichita.edu. I also recommend that you check out my new YouTube channel called Keep Calm and Flute On. So very exciting, very to the point. We're going to keep calm and we're going to keep on playing flute. I've made a few videos about some topics on flute playing and how you can improve on those topics. I also suggest that you check us out on Instagram at Flute Shocks with an X, and as well as the Facebook group called Keep Calm and Flute On. You can join that and see what flutists around the country are doing and suggesting and how they're practicing. Lastly, I would like to let you know that I give free half-hour lessons to prospective students and I would like to open that up to everybody. I am teaching virtually now, so some online lessons, and you are welcome to send me an email and we can set that up, and you can ask me any questions you want about flute, and you can play for me, and we'll squeeze as much information into that half hour as possible. So good luck, and let me know how it goes. I would love to hear about your experiences. Thanks. Bye-bye.